Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up, and they are physical, and they stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Might be changing the route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the inside. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it on the 43.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The official says no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They showed a lot of confidence with that 59-yard attempt, but the flip side is the offense has it around the 42. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bears can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Baylor! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Throwing right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to set.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Snagged out of the air. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back, because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. And that time just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Sowell. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region, so a lot on lot.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
The Bears in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch, it's Eakin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Send its offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Off play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Beckman. Completes it in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shelton. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Charlotte. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. From the gun, the ground game. The ball is out behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Back to pass. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air, it's Wegman. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more.
Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's on target and complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bears have moved it inside the 20. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Bennett. Looking to the end zone. To Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Baker. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Working on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Fires left. Quickly complete. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And after the really good gain on first down. They'll try to finish it. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running to the left. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Chippewas on the scoreboard. They're up by 17 over Akron. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it on the right. Finds some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good... Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Wegman. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's going to take off. Turning it on.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. And some room to work. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, Lisa, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bennett. Quick strike complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. Hunt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Creates a little space. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Wegman. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets the back moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the right. Off to the races. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Bears moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Finds his man. It's Eakin. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Bennett. The short hands. It's Sowell. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed inbounds.
Wide open downfield. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Steps away. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Payne. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To throw, it's Bennett. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, now fourth down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Looking everywhere for room to run with really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Tight end now in motion. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Shelton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. To the air, it's Wegman. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position, with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, trust your defense, get it to OT, and go try to win it there.
The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Eakin. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Fakes the grab. Touchdown Bears! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Coming out with it, it's Baker. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's small. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is...
you